Hey everybody, it's me Marquita, and I am here to do verse of the day. I got this idea from my aunt slash cousin. She's really my cousin, my second cousin, but I call her my aunt because my mama is an only child, and so she grew up with them as her sisters, but really they're her cousins, her first cousins. But so my aunt Kathy, every day she sends out a verse, and I thought that this was a great idea. And I wanted to do something for the whole month of July because I enjoy making videos. And so I just did Jumpstart June. The month before that was May. What was May? I don't think I did anything in May. But anyhow, I enjoy making videos, so I thought, why not? We would do verse of the day. So if y'all will love to see these, please keep watching, and hopefully you enjoy. Bye. Hey everybody, it's me Marquita Hannah. You're on the bag.
And I'm Gary.
And we are here to do Bible verse of the day, day 3. Go ahead, Gary.
And the Bible verse for day 3 is 1 John chapter 5, verse 14. This is the confidence we have in approaching God, that if we ask anything according to His will, He hears us.
I don't know. I was gonna say that Hannah, you are on the cord, please. Do you see this bag?
I'll put my hand back here. You gotta stay at least that far back.
Like, cause she keeps getting on the cord here. There. Now you can come here.
But you're in there anyway. We seen you.
She sees herself. I don't know. I'm just having a hard, I guess, night. It's the end of the night. It's late. And the girls are
Tired.
Hannah. Please get out. The girls, they're different when they get sleepy. Savannah gets mean. Savannah gets very bossy and very argumentative. Hannah gets very cuddly, and she wants to hug, and she wants to be up under you. So that's why she, and like I said, boss in the background. Had to dominate the conversation. But I just I watched earlier and then just watched another video. I didn't see the pictures of the concentration camps. Now, I know it's controversially, people's like, they're not concentration camps, they're concentration camps. And people don't have a problem with it, but I do. So, ever since I've been hearing that the kids being separated from their parents, I have prayed. And I have prayed and I have prayed. So, me saying I'm having kind of a hard night is because the girls is tired and I'm doing this video late. So they need to be in bed, but they're not. And me hearing different people saying basically they're telling my eyes and my ears what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing is a lie. That these kids, that they're healthy, that nothing's wrong with them. The reason why that they died is their parents' fault. That these people in these concentration camps, these adults, that what, Hannah, if you don't go on somewhere, bye. That what I'm seeing, these adults, how they're being treated, that they deserve it, because all they wanted was a better life, was freedom, was to be treated better. When they came over here, and it's like, was it even worth it? Because some died. So me saying that, like, and so that thing says, you know, if you pray, you know, basically God will give you what you want. I've been praying, and I have prayed, and I continue praying, and I will continue praying that these people that are in these concentration camps get saved. These people that, these kids that are in the concentration camps get reunited with their families and get treated better. Because I'm a human first, black second. I probably said that backwards the other day because I remember saying that. But I don't care if their parents killed somebody. That does not have nothing to do with these kids. I don't care if these kids in their land stole, you know, a pack of hamburger meat or a roll of something. I don't care if the parents did that. I don't care. The crime or the punishment does not meet up with the crime. So that verse is a little hard, and maybe it's not supposed to be tongue-in-cheek, like on the number, but that's what that makes me think of. Is like 10 Commandments, one of my favorite movies. I watch every Easter, every Christmas, every Easter and every Christmas. No, not Christmas. When's the second time they show it? It's Easter and Thanksgiving. Easter and Thanksgiving. I don't know. I know it's 2 holidays. I know Easter, definitely. Maybe it's Easter and Thanksgiving when they show the 10 Commandments on Channel Channel 6, ABC. But what's going on makes me think of that. And what I mean by that is, I think that Trump thinks that he is Ramsey. And we need somebody. Ramsey. And somebody needs to go bring Moses back and have, you know, God give him the mighty staff to let his people go. Now, I'm not saying that these migrant families, these people that are in concentration camps, I'm not saying that they are the chosen ones. That's not what I'm talking about. And I'm not saying that I want God, Jesus Christ, to come down, you know, himself. All I'm saying is something has to change. it has. I'm like these people when they said, "Oh, it can't get any worse." Yes, it can. Don't say that. Do not jinx me and my kids or somebody else, because it can always get worse. It can always get worse.
The stupid is saying, well, it's not happening to our Americans.
Yeah, Pence. I'm saying his name. So, I'm saying his name.
Well, I couldn't remember who said it.
It was Pence.
But anyway, that's the stupid
But
thing.
Pence is also, because his
these
wife, mother.
These people came with the proper paperwork to try to become American citizens. They're denouncing their country, want to be our country. That makes them as much American as I am.
Even at that, I don't even care that they came asking for asylum, asking for help, because it was one of the stories that stick out in my head, which are a million, or thousands. Let me not exaggerate, because people be like, "Oh, there's not millions." Okay, you can't tell me what my brain perceives. But anyways,
you have 1,000 thoughts a day.
I know.
So yeah, millions is easy for her.
But when this one woman said that her oldest son got killed because he did not want to join the gang, her husband got killed because he refused. It was something that he refused, like, to give her, because I think he was like a taxi driver. He refused to give a ride to a gang member, and he got killed. And so what she did is she came over here, her and her youngest son, so that they will not take her youngest child away from her, the gang that is, and make him be a gang member and not kill him. Because she said she didn't care about herself. She only cared about her son. And her son, I think he was almost a teen. So let's say 11. Let's just split the difference. Let's say he was 11. He was an adult. He was 11. But then he comes up here and they get detained, separated. That is, and he dies in ICE custody. She brought him up here asking for help. And he still got killed. To save his life, and he still got killed. He still died. I don't know if they killed him. I don't know how the young man died. But that's like one story that sticks out in my head. Because
and there probably are millions of stories.
Yeah.
Like it.
I will do another one that's gross. And I'm going to try to say this without tearing up. Because I want to. But I'm trying. Of this man, 25. And his daughter, 23 months. What I recently just seen. And I seen the picture. My heart went out. But when you see a picture, it makes it 10 times realer. When you see, when it's sort of like putting a name with a face. It's not real until you have a name with a face. And I mean, I'm not saying that story was not real before I seen the picture. It's one of them things that a car wreck. Let's just say a car wreck. If somebody's like, oh my gosh, a car blew up and it killed a family. I could tell you that. And you can imagine a car blowing up killing a family. You feel sorry for the family. But if I show you a video of the crash, of the car blowing up, of the dead family, that's one of them toothpaste stories that you can squeeze it out. And I'm not saying toothpaste like you regret it, but it's one of them things. When you see the picture, you cannot unsee it. You can't unsee it. Like, I could tell you the story over and over, and if you haven't seen the picture, you can, you know, of this. And I don't know if I finished saying, this man 25 and his daughter 23 months. My girls are 6. They just turned 6 on June the 28th. Just turned 6. And this man and his daughter drowns swimming over here from one of the things. Now, yes, he was coming over illegally, but that was a risk that he was willing to take. And he didn't make it, or he might have made it, and he might have got killed. Like, I don't know, because the picture that I seen was of this man and his daughter face down in the water. And you can tell that he was swimming, and he put his daughter in his shirt so he would not lose his daughter, because his daughter was still in his shirt in the picture. She was beside him, but she was still in his shirt.
She's probably on his back at the time.
Yeah.
He drowned.
And you know what idiots, you know what stupid people said to a picture of this man and his daughter dead, laying flat in the ground, in the water. They're not dirty enough. This is a staged photo. Not, oh my God, this man and his daughter just died. Oh my gosh.
23-month-old.
Can we try to save this man? Or let's go back to the table. Let's negotiate. So another father and his daughter, so he don't have to make, so nobody else has to make this decision for their child. And you know, their situation had to be bad enough to where he's like, I'd rather die trying to get over here, knowing that they're separating kids from their parents. I'd rather do that than to stay where I'm at and my daughter die. My daughter gets sold into the sex trafficking, human trafficking. I'm risking my life and my daughter's life. And they didn't make it. They didn't make it.
It makes you ashamed of being a part of this country anymore.
It does. Like, it makes me not want to be an American.
I mean, it's bad enough they're doing this it's a concentration camp for the adult, putting them in these little bitty cells supposed to hold 40 people. They got 80 or more.
88 and 41 maximum
supposed to hold
not
41.
Minimum, max.
They got
is 41 and they got 88.
It's still wasting our money on if they're going to do that, that's all well and good. I don't think it's right to do that, but if they're going to do that, let's not waste the money on the darn fence, a gate, whatever the crap you want to call it. Let's build some more places so they can at least live in comfort and have a humane life.
No, let's not build more.
Well, I know, but I'm saying if they're going to do it, I don't think
figure out why they're coming over here.
Yes.
Because the stories that I have heard, and these are evidence. This is not just from one group of people. This is what was said is there was a factory in I don't know. Guatemala was one of them. Like it's different. They're from different parts of South America. Sweatshops. To where people made 50 cents a day, but they work 9-10 hours and make 50 cents a day. Where they couldn't even afford, and they're still dying because they can't afford food. And then the ones that do get a check get robbed from the local gangs, get killed. But you know what? We did that as the United States because that's our factories. That's our factories. That's not their factories that they're making clothes for their country, selling it to other countries. That is the United States factories because they can go to different countries and get cheap labor. Don't care what the people are getting paid to make. And I'm not saying that this specific company, let's say Nikes, they could get a pair of Nikes made for 50 cents or get it made for $1. Come up here and sell it for $400. That person made 50 cents. The factory made 50 cents. But the owner, the person that sold them Nikes, made $400 or made $399. That's the United States did that. The United States aided some of these places that wanted the land. So what did the United States do? Give the opposite people guns, knives, things to go in and kill these people. The United States did that. We gave them guns. We built factories in their country and got cheap labor. It did not even say, you know what? Minimum wage here. Let me say here in Knoxville, because I can't say all of Tennessee because I don't know all of Tennessee. But I can say here in Knoxville, it's $7.25. $7.25. Minimum wage. Now, I was told that Tennessee is like the 49th poorest state. The poorest state is Alabama. This is what I'm reading, not reading, but I'm looking and I'm seeing and I'm hearing interviews of the poorest state in the United States is Alabama. The second poorest state is Tennessee. So I'm saying if we are at $7.25 here in Knoxville, Tennessee, and we can't live on $7.25 an hour, how are they living on 50 cents a day? A day, not an hour, a day. A day.
My point I was making with that with the adults is, it's bad enough they're doing that with the adults. But you do that to kids, you got to be the most heartless people in the world. And I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of this country for allowing that. We ought to be up with our pitchforks or whatever, attacking the dumbass who started this.
I agree.
You don't do that to children. They need their parents. Okay, the parents don't need to be here. Send them home and send the kids with them. Unless they want their kids here. Then if they can let them attempt to find someone that will take the kids and appreciate them and take care of them. There's people out here in this country that need or want children and can't have them.
Yep. Yep.
So instead of putting them in concentration camps and letting them die, let the people that need kids or want kids have them to take care of them and love them.
And stop making the people that are loving couples jump through hoops and swim up under oceans, fly in the sky to get kids. Basically, poor people. Because just because some people are not rich don't mean that they are not rich in money, don't mean that they're not rich in love. And I know I probably get a lot of hate, and probably if y'all made it this far, y'all probably be like, well, how are you going to take care of them?
We'll find a way.
Let me figure that out. Because, and I'm poor, and I'm speaking purely for myself. I'm speaking purely for myself when I say poor people. That's me. Like, I wish that I could go out and I can adopt 2 more kids. 2, not 1, 2 kids. And no, I cannot afford adoption. And I know you're probably saying, oh, well, she's wanting the state to take care of them.
No.
Nope. I never asked the state for any income. None. I have never. So, no, I will not be fostering or adopting kids, which I don't even want to foster because I get attached. Because I don't want to take care of a baby and then the baby be taken and given to another family that has more money that can adopt the baby. I don't want that. I get attached. I want to adopt. I want the child to be mine.
And it wouldn't be fair to our daughters. Because they would find, as siblings, they would think they were siblings and love them. And then they get pulled away. Then they start worrying and getting afraid that they're going to be taken.
Yeah.
Even though they're adopted.
Even though they're mine. Yeah. They're mine. They're our bunkins.
They're ours, yes.
They're our babies. And if I had to, I would try to swim across the ocean. And if I drowned, maybe my body will float and they could sit on top of my body and make it. I would do that in a heartbeat. But so, going back to this thing that you pray, go ahead and read it, Gary, because I've you pray, yeah. Savannah, please get down.
I'm trying to tell Daddy something.
But he's doing something.
It's day 3. Again, it's 1 John, chapter 5, verse 14. This is the confidence we have in approaching God, that if we ask anything according to His will, He hears us. It doesn't say He'll answer it the way we want it, but He hears it because we're asking it in His will. It might not be in His will as much as we think it would be.
Yeah.
Because we know that in Revelation that He's going to lose Satan on this country, on the world. And everything's going to be total chaos and backwards and stupid to any Christian that loves God, which is going on now.
Yeah. Because it has to be.
Because
He has to be on earth.
There's no sense in what's going on. There's no sense.
He has to be.
There's no sense in what's happening to these children. And anybody with any loving heart would not allow it. And this country is turning their back and saying, oh, yeah, no, that's fine. Why? Huh?
How?
So it may be in God's will that this happened because He loosed Satan. So Satan can try to build his little army for that final battle that we won. The Bible's already said we won. And we can rest assured in that, knowing that in the end, we've won. We still have to suffer. We still have to go through all this tribulation and the fear and seeing all these children harmed and killed and suffering. And it breaks our hearts. And knowing that there's not a thing we can do.
Yeah.
But trust it to God that this is what He wants to do and that He has a plan in the end for all this. And we can rest assured that because He's already said that when you do it to the least of these, you've done it to Him. That He's going to take care of them in the end, and they ain't going to like it because it's going to be 10,000 times worse than what they did to them kids.
Yeah. And like I said in one of the earlier videos, I'm impatient. I wish that what they do tomorrow, I wish that they had to pay for it yesterday. That's how impatient I am. And Savannah, please stop.
This is important. Leave us alone.
Like 10 times worse. And like I said, I'm not a tit for tat person. You can do whatever you want to me. I can't, don't do anything to my child, and I consider all children my child. I'm not saying that I'm godly or anything. I'm just saying I love.
We've got a heart to love all children.
I love all children, no matter who they are. That's why I live, and Gary doesn't like it sometimes. I will give my last. I will go in debt for a child, and I have many times, knowing I didn't have but $10 in my banking account, and I go out and I spend $100. Put me $90 in debt, plus the $35 overdraft charge that I got. But that child had food. That child had clothes. That child had what it needed. And I knew, okay, I got food. My bills are paid. That's just money that I had left over from my bills. No, I know I'm going to be struggling next month because I'll overdraft. But I'll be okay. As long as my rent is paid, my rent and at that time my home phone, boom, it was paid.
And it's true what she said. And I still struggle with it because I worry about the finance part.
Yeah.
And but you should.
I almost went in debt today. Gary had to pull me back. Whoa, Keita.
You truly should be that way when it comes that way. Really, you should be for your kids, any kid. And knowing that, okay, I'm gonna spend this, but I'm gonna be okay because God's already told me He'll take care of me if I take care of them. I know that in my heart. I know that. But I still
I'm
try
like that for
try to hold tight to what I got,
a homeless
afraid of what's going to happen.
A homeless person. I had $5. Or no, I had my card at that time. I think I had $7 on my card, and I was going into Dollar Tree to get us all a drink because we was heading to gymnastics. 4 drinks, $4.
And we went back in to get her some food.
And this woman asked for a bottle of milk. And I said, well, let me go take this to the car. And I know she probably thought that I wasn't coming back. And I gave Gary, I said, here. I said, I'm going to go get her a thing of milk. And the reason why I did it, one, because I thought, what if this was me? Would one person help me? Because I say it all the time, I'm not street smart. So I will die because I don't have a hustle. And she wasn't asking for money. She asked me, will I buy her a thing of milk? So then, so I was like, yeah, it's food. I would give anybody food. If I have it, I would give it to her. And I was going to give her my drink if she wanted it. We went into Dollar Tree. And they didn't have milk at that specific one because they did have a refrigerator section, but they didn't have milk. I said, well, here's an ice cream. I said, would you like an ice cream? She's like, oh, well, can I? I was like, yeah. I was like, do you want a bag of chips? Do you want a drink for later? I was going to do that knowing, okay, Keita, You just spent $4. You got $7. You can't get her all this. But my first thought was, she looked like my mama in her face. Like, she looked like my mama in the face, and she reminded me of my sister. Like, one, I helped her because I'm a helping person.
It makes you feel good when you do stuff like that.
It does. And I never told anybody that, and I only told y'all that because it's not just kids that I will help. And I never say I help this person. No, I don't want nobody to even say Marquita did anything for me, because I didn't do it for the recognition. I only said that story because I think about that woman every now and then. Did she get that milk? Is she okay? Don't even know her name. I don't have to know her name to be worried about her.
And same aspect. It's been a while, but there was one guy that came up, asked for a little bit of money because he wanted to go get him a little bit of coffee. And I went ahead and gave him the money, and I feel good about it. I felt like it was right. Well, he was so grateful in his own way to pay me back. He gave me his shoes. I can't wear them. They weren't my size. But I know he truly appreciated it, and it made me feel even better. I tried to get him keep the shoes, like, I didn't need them, but he insisted I keep them.
Yeah.
And I tried to, for 3 or 4 days after that, I tried to find him so I could just give him the shoes back. Because I didn't need them. I gave it the money and an open heart, and I love doing it. It made me feel wonderful to do it.
Yeah.
And when people react in that way afterwards, you've done the right thing. God shows you. He'll show you quickly whether you just been made a fool of, or if you did the right thing.
Yeah,
but even if they're making a fool of you, if you're doing it with a generous heart,
yeah,
God's still gonna bless you on that.
Yeah.
I know that. And sometimes, there's been many a time, even here lately, I wish I had some change. It was just change.
Yeah, I don't carry cash.
I don't carry cash anymore. I can't give them a card. And now you find out the ones that are truly in need, because you can sit there and say, well, I'll run in there and get you some chips or some water. And if they sit there and they get aggravated because they want cash, then they don't really need it.
Yeah.
They're just wanting cash.
Yeah.
But regardless, I'm offering to do that because I feel like it's the right thing to do.
Yeah. And she could have took advantage. She could have said, can I have this, this, and this? And yeah. I wouldn't even have said no. Because in my heart, I would have felt like she needed it. But she didn't. I was like, do you want a bag of chips? Do you want a drink for later? She said, nope. Ice cream, that's all she wanted. She wanted milk. But, they didn't sell milk at that Pacific Dollar Tree. So, this verse is a little hard for me because of the mood.
The answer doesn't come quick enough.
Yeah.
That's her issue. His answer's not coming quick enough. And like I said, we don't know what his will is.
Please go sit down.
Hold it and sit down. She supposedly found the remote that was sitting on the bed the whole time.
Well, anyway. I mean, she found it, but she was trying to turn that off mute. No. Yeah, you was.
No, she was showing me she found that one because the one she used was the other one.
She hit the fan. That's what made the click noise.
I was trying to turn on cartoons, but it's not working.
Well, don't worry about it.
Anyway.
I'm going to have to let you go.
I know I'm tight with my money, and it worries me about money, and I need to stop that. But it does make me proud of Marquita. She's got the best heart anybody could have.
Like that. I want to fix the world. I really do. And I know that, I don't have the finances to fix it. And if I did, I probably wouldn't be satisfied with
The amount she could do.
With the amount that I can do. Because I want to do so much more. Like, my favorite time of year was always Christmas and back to school shopping.
If having the heart and the will to make the world better would do it, we'd be in the best world ever with Marquita.
Yeah, I would hope. Because that's all I want for people. I want everything that they want. Like, I put my girls in gymnastics, and that's because I never had the option to be in a sport that costed money. The Boys and Girls Club, you can be a Girl Scout for free, and you can be on the basketball team for free. Basketball was not my thing. I have always wanted to be in ice skating. I have always wanted to be in gymnastics. I have always wanted to play the piano. I have always wanted to play the violin. Now, that's me. I tell people I was born expensive. Like, I have expensive taste, but I don't, because like, if somebody's like, here's $100 pair of shoes, and here's a $5 pair of shoes.
She's gonna take the $5.
I'm gonna take the $5 shoes because I don't need $100 pair of shoes. What do I need them shoes for? I'm not gonna want to walk in them. Cause I was mad
gonna try to kill us.
I was mad that Gary. How much was them shoes that we got? Them New Balances. I think they were like $60.
Yeah, something like
I
that.
was just like, no. I wanted my Skechers. I was really in my feelings. I was having my Drake moment that they did not have Skechers.
Well, I didn't like the price either.
Well,
we needed the shoes for the trip.
Well, we needed the shoes for Disney World. But I kept telling Gary, are you sure? Let's go somewhere else. He kept saying, no, just while we're here. Because my main thing was getting the girls some shoes.
Telling the story, we've already been to, what, 4 or 5 different shoes.
Yeah, but I was willing to even go just to Walmart and picking up a
Excuse me.
Savannah.
Turn it off.
Let me let y'all go. Have a blessed day. Bye.